Good morning. Today is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. We welcome you to New York Buddhist Church's live service on YouTube, Facebook, and in person. Today is our April Shotsuki Hoyo Memorial Service. We will begin service with quiet sitting. Please gently calm your mind, feet flat on the ground, and follow your breath. Our service will begin with Sambujo, the three respectful callings on page 8, Hyobyakumon, and the reading of April names. Today's Sutra chant is SAM-BUTSU-GE, Bodhisattva Dharmā-KARA'S verses in praise of Buddha LOKEŞVARA-RājA, Nembutsu, and Ekoku merit transference on page 47. Vandana and Tisarana will follow from page 7. Today's reading is Gassho to Amida, verses 1 through 10, on pages 123 through 124. Our Dharma talk today is by Reverend Isabelle Shinjo Bernard. Our Gathas will be Ondokusan 2 on page 134 and Nembutsu on page 135. Namu Amida Butsu.
morning, everyone. Today is our monthly memorial service. We call it Shotsuki Hoyo for the month of April. And as we chanted earlier, what we are doing is we are calling Amida Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, and the Buddha of the Buddhas of the 10 directions to our hall. So sometimes we actually scatter flowers, but it's sort of symbolic when we chant the Sambutsu-GE, the Sambujo, sorry. So in the presence of Amida Tathagata, the embodiment of great wisdom and compassion, we, the members and friends of the New York Buddhist Church, we've gathered here to observe Shotsuki Hoyo, our monthly memorial service for the month of April. In remembrance of our deceased loved ones, we honor the foundation of their lives and the wisdom and compassion that they have passed on to us. Where we reflect on the ephemeral nature of life, and we see that in the comings and goings of everyday life, we're essentially alone. Encountering the impermanence of earthly life, we're made to see both our own self-delusion, but also the contrasting light and life of Amida's wisdom and compassion that sustains us. We bow our heads in gratitude to our family and friends who have passed on before us. I will read the names of our members and friends for whom we're observing this month's Shotsuki Hoyo. sure that Dai gets comfortably in his seat. Thank you. So these are the names for the April Shotsuki Hoyo. Penelope Warren Bryceland, Po Shen Chen, Milton Henderson, Reverend Shojo Honda, Yoshitaki Horiuchi, Reiko Iizuka, Chiyoko Ikoma, Fumiko Ikoma, Takeko Iolan Nardi, Shigeru Ishida, Chiyoko Kikuchi, Matsue Kubo, Shizuo Magome, Ritsu Matano, Nabe Matsukawa, Ryomen Matsushita, Joseph McCarthy, Seki Mine, Chio Mitani, Alice Tsuneko Nakagawa, Tomihiro Nishida, Mieko Noro Polier, Toshio Ozawa, Tomio Sakioka, Michael Schur, Teizo Shindo, Haneko Suzuki, Mokichi Takaishi, Yukiko Takeyama, Riro Tominaga, Hanako Unno, Ted Tadao Wakuya, Musa Watanabe, Sachiko Yamagishi, and Setsuko Yoshida. We hereby remember these loved ones who passed away in the month of April. So let us affirm the three homages. Together, repeat after me. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Please repeat the Nembutsu, the Buddha's most honored name. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Our sutra chant is SAM-BUTSU-GE, which is on page 47 of your book.
Go
Namo Amida. Namo Amida. Namo Amida. Namo Amida. Could you all stand, if you are able, for the Vandana and Tisarana on page 7?
Except for yourself. Let's wait till Di gets coming.
On page 7.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samam sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Kyebutsu. Namo Kyebutsu. Namo Kyeho. Namo Kyeho. Namo Kyeso. Namo Kyeso. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida. Namo Amida.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo
Namo Das. Namo Das. Namo Das. Namo Das. Please be seated.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Our reading today is on page 123 and 124. Gassho to Amida. And we have some new people here today. So Gassho means when we place our hands together and gratitude and appreciation. So let's read this together. I'll start off. Namo Amida Butsu. I recite Amida's name with deep joy and gratitude. I Gassho to Amida. Trees and grasses and flowers all grow in great compassion. This light shines throughout the world. I Gassho to Amida. Flowers bloom and flowers fall. From the seeds sprout new flowers. This is the truth, unchanging. I Gassho to Amida. Springtime brings the happy birds. Their songs all praise Amida. I join them in Nembutsu. I Gassho to Amida. When I call Amida's name, it's Amida calling me. Buddha's voice, my voice are one. I Gassho to Amida. When I'm lonely, I recite Namo Amida Butsu. Then I feel great compassion. I Gassho to Amida. Nembutsu in work and play, every day with Amida. Every moment filled with light, I Gassho to Amida. Remember the golden chain, kindness to all living things. I will follow this teaching, I Gassho to Amida. In the clear, bright morning sun, in the fading light of day, in the darkness of the night, I Gassho to Amida. Namo Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I Gassho to Amida. Namo. Namo. So now we will have our Dharma talk this morning by Reverend Isabelle Shinjo Bernard. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Shotsuki Hoyo service, our monthly memorial for all of our relatives, friends, partners, loved ones, both human and otherwise, who've added deep meaning to the content of our own lives. Namo Amida Butsu. I was listening to a talk yesterday by Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, the American astrophysicist, where he explained what a precious gift this life is. He states that there are 100 billion people who have ever lived. And then he goes on to reflect how many people might exist within the potential combining of genes. The number's staggering, immeasurably larger than 100 billion. So this means that we are alive against stupendous odds, breathing this air, observing beautiful sunsets, and gazing into the night sky with wonder. For most who could exist will never exist. You are as special a living entity as ever was, he concludes. Gives us pause for thought, doesn't it? So let's take a moment now for reflection. Here's a haiku poem by Ryokan I'd like to share. Return to Amida, return to Amida, so even dewdrops fall. Return to Amida, return to Amida, so even dewdrops fall. Dewdrops are ephemeral. They have just a short existence. They vanish quickly with the coming of dawn. So what Ryokan is saying is that all things in this world are as fragile as dewdrops on a summer morning. So we know the historical Buddha had physical form, was born, became enlightened, and in due time died. So you see me raise our chanting books. This is in reverence to the teachings. We call this gesture itadaku, or itadakumasu. His teachings did not die, as the essence of his enlightenment continues to guide us. This profound content is immeasurable life and also immeasurable light. We call it Amida Tathagata. And in our school of Pure Land Buddhism, we rely on Amida and his 18th, or primal vow, to guide us also to enlightenment, which we call the Pure Land Jodo. In the smaller Pure Land Sutra, the Western Pure Land of Amida is described in great detail and splendid imagery, wondrous in its beauty and splendor. All around are jeweled trees, lotus flowers, large as chariot wheels that are radiant with color, birds that sing beautifully, melodiously praising the Dharma. All that is there delights the senses and comforts the hearts and mind, so that those who are born there can enjoy the highest spiritual bliss, being assured of ultimate enlightenment. The Buddha of this land is called Amitayus because his lifespan is immeasurable. And also he is called Amitabha because his light shines out boundlessly. In Japanese, he is known as Amida Nyorai, or we say simply Amida Buddha. To be born in Amida's Pure Land, Sukhavati, requires only that we say Amida's name with mindfulness, sincerity, and the aspiration to be born there, that is, to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. We place our palms together in Gassho and repeat O Nembutsu together, Namo Amida Butsu, so that we may actualize this deep aspiration, becoming one within Amida's vow in saying the sacred name. We listen to our joined voices, aware that, like Amida, we will delay our own enlightenment until everyone is enlightened. Thus, the deepest wish, the deepest vow of Dhammakara Bodhisattva is fulfilled by Namo Amida Butsu. So this week I came across a quote by Eckhart Tolle, who is another insightful 21st century philosopher. It's very Buddhist. When you walk through a forest that has not been tamed and interfered with by man, you will see not only abundant life all around you, but you will also encounter fallen trees and decaying trunks, rotting leaves, and decomposing matter at every step. Wherever you look, you will find death as well as life. Upon closer scrutiny, however, you will discover that the decomposing tree trunk and rotting leaves not only give birth to new life, but are full of life themselves. Microorganisms are at work. Molecules are rearranging themselves. So death isn't to be found anywhere. There is only the metamorphosis of life forms. What can we learn from this? Death is not the opposite of life. Life has no opposite. The opposite of death is birth, but life is eternal. Indeed, life perseveres. There is only transition. Namo Amida Butsu. So when we are conscious that we live in the center of an endless circle, we see life's movement all around us in every direction. When we only see the straight line of finitude, we lose the perspective of what is true and real. We become enmeshed within our desires, our small self-thinking, our bambu, or self-centered nature, and this limits our understanding of reality as it truly is, for our perspective is narrowed by what we call blind passions in Shin speak. Shinran Shonin stated that only Amida is true and real. Nembutsu. And Shinran also states in the passage of fulfillment of the 28th vow that one who entrusts oneself to Amida will become assured of birth and dwell in the stage of non-retrogression. What is the 18th or primal vow? It is the essence of what we know as Jodo Shinshu. While still a bodhisattva, Dharmākara, this translates to Dharma treasury in English. The bodhisattva who is to become Amida Buddha, he takes 48 vows. Among them is what we call the primal vow, or his 18th of 48 vows. And this is recorded in the larger Pure Land Sutra, the foundational text of our tradition. It reads as follows: If, when I attain Buddhahood, sentient beings in the lands of the 10 quarters who sincerely and joyfully entrust themselves to me, desire to be born in my land and call my name even 10 times, should not be born there, may I not attain perfect enlightenment. Shinran Shonin defines the Buddha's name in the following way. From these passages, we see that the word namu means to take refuge, or kimyo in Japanese. Ki means to arrive at. It is used in compounds to mean to yield joyfully, as in kyetsu, and to take shelter in, kisai. Myo means to act, to invite, to command, to teach, message, or to summon. Thus, kimyo is the command of the primal vow calling and summoning us. Aspiring for birth and directing virtue indicates the mind of the Tathagata, who, having already established the vow, gives sentient beings the practice necessary for their birth. The practice is the select primal vow. To repeat O Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, is to take refuge in Amida Buddha, is to become one with Amida within the primal vow. We are enabled to take refuge because we have encountered the vow, and through the vow, we meet Shakyamuni Buddha and all those who have helped to preserve and propagate this teaching, including Shinran Shonin. The teaching was only able to reach Shinran Shonin because of the 7 masters who were devout practitioners from India, China, and Japan who transmitted the Dharma. Ondobo Ondogyo is a phrase that Shinran used, meaning fellow followers, fellow practitioners, and we are all fellow practitioners, fellow followers of this way. So we can begin to see that the deepest truth in our own lives is our interconnectedness, which transcends time and space. We are indebted to countless others who have gone before us to make our lives possible, and to those who were denied life to give us this one unrepeatable life. We are indebted to all the Buddhas of the 10 directions. Thus, Amida Tathagata reaches out to us through time and space in O Nembutsu. It is through saying the most honored name that we too can become awakened to infinite life and light. Return to Amida, so even dewdrops fall. Our own lives, though they be fragile as dewdrops on a summer morning, have infinite connection to all others. And so we entrust ourselves gratefully to Amida Buddha, immeasurable life and light. Please place your palms together in Gassho, and let's say O Nembutsu together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida. Gratitude for all who have made our lives possible today. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Reverend Bernard. It's good to be reminded of all of these things that we think about on a daily basis, but just to hear the history and the deeper meaning of what we're doing is wonderful. Thank you so much for the talk today. We will have our Gatha, Ondokusan, number 2. It's on page 134, and Nembutsu on page 135. Please stand. Please be seated. This comes to the end of our service today, and thank you all for coming. We're really grateful that you are here in the Hondo with us and those who are online. You're all very faithful, and we greatly appreciate your commitment to the New York Buddhist Church. So today, to begin with, we would like to welcome anybody who is here for the first time, and Lily will pass around a microphone so you can introduce yourself and just let us know your name and how you came to be here today. Go ahead. I think there's some people here.
Hi, so my name is Brianna Morris, and I came from Manhattan College, and my reason for being here today is that for my religion class, the assignment is to visit a religious place and to observe their service. And so I feel as though Buddhist religion is very different. And so I felt that with it being different, it would be interesting to attend this religious service, and yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Hi, my name is Mimi. We talked on the phone the
Yes,
other
hi,
day.
Mimi.
I'm also here from Manhattan College. We actually have the same professor. But yeah, we were instructed to come visit a service, and I saw New York Buddhist Church online, and I saw how beautiful your facilities are, and I thought that looks like a really good place to visit. So that's why I'm here today.
Thank you for coming.
And this is my friend Bailey, who came with me.
Hi, Bailey. Hi. Thank you. Any other first-timers?
So we're having a small Manhattan College reunion here. We're in the same class. So we're here for the same reasons. I lived in Japan for 7 years, and I never thought Buddhism was so ingrained in the Japanese culture until now. I was like, oh, okay, makes sense. But I am really impressed with, I came a little late, but I really found the serenity that it exudes here. And this is my daughter, so I think she knows more about it than I do. So thank you.
Thank you. And you're all welcome to come back again. So just to get into it, actually, next week we have a special service. It's called Hanamatsuri, the Flower Festival, and it celebrates the birth of Shakyamuni Buddha. And so it's actually a special day for our younger members too, because we have a flower altar in the front, and they will come in early. If anybody has younger children that want to participate, we're going to gather at about 10:30, and the kids will decorate the flower altar. And inside the flower altar is a statue of the baby Buddha. And so this symbolizes his birth. And what we do is we pour sweet tea over the baby Buddha's head, which symbolizes the flowers and all of the fragrances that came when he was born. And so it's a very special service for us. So you're all welcome to come. The service itself starts at 11:30. And there will be some special activities for the children. They're going to be reading kamishibai storytelling and some other activities for the kids. So that will happen downstairs during the service. So anybody with children are welcome to come, and all adults are here, will participate in the service. The speaker will be Reverend Kurt Rai, who is the minister at Ekoku Buddhist Temple in Fairfax, Virginia, and but he will be joining us via Zoom, or I think it will be pre-recorded. But anyway, you're all welcome to come to that service. And then other upcoming services. I think
The last weekend in April, Aaron will be speaking.
okay.
And then Gotanye, Reverend
Okay, Gotanye is next month too. That's Shinran's birthday. So we'll, if you come to our website, NewYorkBuddhistChurch.org, then the calendar is all listed. All the events that are upcoming are listed in the calendar. And we appreciate your support, your dana, which we call your generosity. And so any contributions to our temple we appreciate. And if you would like to join, we have our membership form is on our website as well. So please do. We have a special category for people under 30. So it's significantly just less than the normal fee for the membership. And in this way, we hope that younger people can participate more fully in the goings-on in our temple. So thank you so much. We have an acknowledgement to our greeter today, Ruth Funai. Our pianist is Nobuko Kodama. And our tech team, David Brady and Lily Sakai Johnson. Thank you. And we'd like to appreciate the flowers done by Junko Yamakawa, who is our flower arrangement teacher. She teaches on Saturdays, and if you're interested in taking classes, she has classes, morning class at 11 to 12:30, afternoon from 1 to 2:30. And if you're interested in coming, please email her. Her email address is ymkwjun@gmail.com. That's ymkwjun@gmail.com. And she does the arrangements every week, and we're just so appreciative of what she does for us. And I also wanted to announce another upcoming event. This is the event held by the American Buddhist Study Center, which is located in our annex building next door. And they are having a special Buddhist and Japanese-inspired fine art exhibition and auction. The exhibit is going to be, exhibit reception is on April 29th and April 30th from 1 to 5. And the online art auction is starting on May 1st through May 8th and 9th. And there are paintings, drawings, collages, sculptures, ceramic, and photography donated by 6 artists. And it's a wonderful event. I hope that you're able to come and participate in it. So, any other announcements? No. Oh, okay. For our ongoing activities, we have our weekend classes online. They're Zoom classes. And we just started a special class called Buddha Goes to the Movies, and it's been wonderful. We review a movie beforehand, and then we spend time talking about what that movie meant to us in terms from a Buddhist perspective. So if you're interested in joining that, please email us at nybc332@gmail.com, and we'll send you the link for the Zoom meeting. So, and this month is going to be the Burmese Harp, which is a classic by Kon Ichikawa. I think it will touch you. At least it did for me deeply. So let's place our hands together in Gassho. In gratitude for this opportunity for us all to gather together, both here in person and out there online, we are grateful to you all and your support. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.